What is good, people? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Wire series. This is episode 2 of season 4 and it is called Soft Eyes. Last episode set up a lot of new stuff. The only real thing that we were keeping follow of from last season actually was Tommy's race for mayor, which we're still following. He is deteriorating slowly, which is great to see. He's breaking apart piece by piece. This is clearly getting to him just now. His numbers aren't looking good, and you can tell it's affecting him. And I'm loving to see it, to be honest. Carver seems to have grown somewhat, by the way. It was great to see him last episode just talking to guys on the corner and actually being a cool cop. What you would class as a cool cop. Hopefully he maintains that, and he may yet become likeable. Prez Beluski is starting his new job as a teacher. We haven't met his class yet, but the foreshadowing is that this shit is going to be rough for him. And then we got introduced to sometimes Pigeon Catcher, sometimes Piss Balloon Mastermind, and sometimes Murder Causer, Randy, and the group of kids there. Everything was so innocent with them all episode. Essentially, you know, childish mischievy, until that guy just told Randy to do that one thing which led to that guy's death at the hands of Marlowe's crew. And now that kid has to sit there and know that he was directly involved with a murder. How that will affect him, who knows, but it's just so fucked up to see things like that inflicted on people at that age. And yeah, are Bodie and Slim Charles going to want to counter-attack Marlowe for killing that guy in return? To be fair, it was a very civil decision by Marlowe. It was a life for a life. That guy did kill Bucket Hat. Marlowe's guy even suggested wiping out the whole crew, and Marlowe said no, just take out that one person. I actually hope that Bodie and Slim Charles just fucking go to war with Marlowe anyway, because I don't like to see Avon's corners slowly whittle away to nothing. But that being said, at least Marlowe for once made a diplomatic decision. It shows that he may actually be a good leader for once, and not just an absolute maniac who will go to complete war with anybody who opposes him at all times. That being said though, I can't wait to see what happens next, so let's just get into this shit. This is episode 2 of season 4, Soft Eyes. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it.
I mean, they told me that last night.
Breakfast? Is that on the sketch?
It isn't, but the lieutenant told me that he'll be doing breakfast.
This is the single worst security appointment of all known history.
I do the 1 year, I'll make sergeant on the next list.
Yeah, they told me career-wise you can't do better than driving the mayor.
I thought they were the mayor's private security. Are they literally just Mayor Royce's drivers? In which case, this isn't as bad as I thought. It's acceptable for Herc to drive someone somewhere. He hasn't shown me any incompetence in the driving department thus far. But if he is in fact private security to Mayor Royce, it is the single worst security appointment in history. Damn, that is some fancy hallway. Don't know who the fuck the guys on the wall are, but they must have done some shit. Some Freemasons. Oh my god, Mayor Royce. We can't show that, but we just saw Herc walking in on Mayor Royce getting blown by his assistant, which was drastically obvious in the last episode, by the way. They had something going on, but really didn't need to see that in graphic detail. While I suppose for every Kima lesbian scene there must be a Mayor Royce blowjob scene. All things in balance. Poor Herc looked traumatized as well. When was this made though? 2000 and... That's after Clinton. Yeah, it's post-Clinton. I was gonna say he's just doing what his president's doing, but this must be Bush time, is it? Is this George W? My favourite George W. Bush quote from during his presidency. And there are many to choose from, and I know it's out of context, but he literally said during one of his speeches, "I believe man and fish can coexist peacefully." Now, in what he meant, you know, he's just talking about environmental stuff and, you know, having a balance with nature. But he said it like the fish were planning to go to war with us. He said it like it was some sort of peace treaty, a coalition between us and aquamarine life. So they laid down their finned arms and didn't besiege us with an assault. And for that reason, that is my number one George Bush quote. There goes Tommy playing the fucking race card.
Why do you care?
If Demper thinks I fucked him and he wins, I will be at central booking covering bail reviews.
Who would Ronnie think has fucked her over who's running for mayor? I'm confused as to that. Who is Demper?
I'm just following the money.
And we will follow it after the polls close. We can drop a second batch of subpoenas. There is no reason to do this now.
I take it this is Ronnie just going insane because she's been handed all those things that implicate politicians.
They gotta worry about how they look, how they behave. Right now, they gotta worry about scandal.
But what is the benefit of them doing it now when they're worrying about scandals? That confuses me. And also, it's interesting to see that Lester believes Royce will just get re-elected, no question.
Very clever, Lester. You got it all figured, huh?
Me? I'm just a police.
Poor Ronnie, manipulated by Lester in order to go after the politicians. What they found in season 1 has always been on their minds though. They know that's where the money goes up to. They know there's corruption up there. It's just punching upward to go after them, even as police.
E5.
No, Daddy, D5.
You sure you didn't say B5?
D5.
Look at him trying to cheat at battleships as well. You got your ship sunk, Tommy. Fucking deal with it. Side note, it's cool that he is actually having a fun time with his daughter. I've seen a few scenes this season which have made Tommy more endearing, but mostly he's just an asshole.
Is there any way that I can win? With the numbers what they are, is there any way at all?
Right, so if it's just a matter of playing out the string, then that's what I'm gonna do.
So he's basically admitting defeat in his run for mayor. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to at least be close or go down to the wire. He genuinely seems like he's just given up already, which is a shit mentality to have if you're running for mayor as well. All the pre-voting before the Trump election year said Trump was gonna lose, and that dude won. So I guess never judge the pre-vote statistic shit, whatever they call that, the polls. I knew this classroom would be the first fucking thing Prez Belusky would get on. It's like when he went to the office that time and saw all the pictures on the notice board all fucked up. He was like, nah, this ain't flying.
Brianna keeping y'all close?
She cool with it. Money coming through every mouth like she say.
Alright.
Oh shit, is this Weebay's son? No way.
You tell me if it wasn't, right?
The fish be fine. I mean, they fish, right? How I know how they feeling about shit?
Delonda.
They fine, babe. Ask Name.
You fell in love with Weebay. You knew he loved fish when you got into that relationship. Respect his curiosity as to the well-being of his fish.
When the old heads on the corner say, hey, little man, you wanna grow a stash? Next time you take a piss, take some of that piss, get on your fingertips, do like this here.
Those elders lied to you so much, bro. But you also put your own piss on yourself, so like father, like son.
What Bodie got you doing?
I'm a runner most days.
Everybody gotta start somewhere.
You better listen to your father.
To be fair, can we not see a bit of nepotism in the drug trade? This is Weebay, one of Avon's top enforcers' sons. Can't he get fast-tracked to a better position than being on the corner being a runner?
Hey, look at the boy over there with the pretty-ass ponytail. Get him. Think I'm bullshitting. Either you real out there or you ain't, Nay.
It's a good point, man. If he shaves his head, he'll look a bit rougher and shit. It's good to see Weebay. We didn't see him all last season, basically. Marlowe being a little bit of a Robin Hood to his neighbourhood, I'm assuming, because all the kids there seem to love him.
Manuel, tú empiezas enfrente. Yo haga la parte de atrás. A Cody le gusta por atrás, eh? Yeah, no tonto como a ti.
No way! Yes, Cutty. Why the fuck is Cutty back doing this though? What happened to the boxing gym? Did it just get shut down because Amsterdam got shut down, then I take it? That sucks.
Could be running your own crew, picking up fresh clients. I mean, if we're put in together, we could be covering twice the ground, making twice as much.
Oh shit, he's offering him a partnership.
You set to be the new Angelo Dundee. I never forgot.
I like the friendship between Cutty and the landscaping guy. So basically Cutty's doing two things then. He's still got his boxing thing on the go, but he's making money for it through landscaping, I take it, to fund it. We also didn't see how he spent that 15k from Avon yet. I didn't see any new equipment. Did he just pocket that shit?
I ain't seen him.
Since when?
I thought we were on better terms.
Ah, right. They're looking for Lex, I get it.
I will.
Bunk loves low-key disrespecting them, showing that he ain't scared. He loves just stepping in a little bit, doing something slightly disrespectful, putting a business card under their hat or blowing smoke in their face or something. Bunk is a professional button pusher.
Pulling 20% of the black vote? It's embarrassing. Who knows what the fuck Carcetti's trying to prove?
Poor Hawk doesn't even want to make eye contact with a guy.
Got what you need, boy. Clean tees.
Any sizes?
Bubbles Depot, nice. Oh shit, it's looking a bit more professional now. And that guy who gave him the suggestion of the hoodies is still with him as well. They're like a little two-man team.
Let me get 2 decks, man. And white tee, XX. Right? And give me the rest of them paint cans too, man. Alright, there you go.
Yo, that's dope that Bubbles is like doing something. Obviously it's not totally legitimate, but it's cool he's like doing a little industrious thing. Bubbles has actually always been quite industrious. That's cool though. That's good to see. I like to see Bubbles not injecting heroin and doing something to make himself a bit of money. Obviously he's going to take that money and use it to inject himself with heroin, but as long as we don't see that, it's just very, very positive good shit, do you know what I mean? We don't have to see the other side of his personality, just show him making the money, not using it.
We know he's selling drugs. And I'm going to tell you.
I don't know nothing about that.
But I'm telling you that I don't care he's selling drugs.
Bunk is actually telling the truth though. He's a murder police. He doesn't care about drugs.
The way it looks right now, your boy is running from the police behind that killing.
I don't know where he at.
Man.
So because Marlowe's gang have developed this really discreet method of killing people and then putting them behind boarded doors, people think this guy did that killing in the open then went on the run. One day, these doors are gonna get unboarded and holy shit, the murder rate is just gonna spike with all these fucking unsolved murders. Surely that's gonna be a part of this season. Even if the buildings don't get demolished by the council and found that way, there could be like a couple of homeless people or dope fiends who just pry off one of those wooden boards and go into the house and shit like that. There's many ways that method could be uncovered.
Councilman, if you were me,
I'd cover my ass and endorse Royce along with the teachers and the firefighters.
It's the first time I've seen Valchek in his uniform in about a season. I thought he was basically semi-retired last season. He did fuck all. He had nothing to do with anything, really. He had one thing talking to Tommy, another thing talking to Burrell, and then one thing in the defense of Presbeluski, and that was his entire season 3. Which is what he deserves, to be fair.
You got a debate to prepare for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a debate.
Nothing matters more at this point.
He does not give a fuck. If I was him, not that I would ever want to be a politician, but if I was him, I would know that the debate is the most important part where there's more chance of swaying percentages and perceptions than anywhere. I would be going into that debate like a fucking boxing match, like ready for everything and ready to gun my opposition for every little fucking slip up they ever did on these issues. He seems like he's just gonna mosey on in there nonchalantly and blow smoke out of his ass for a few minutes and then waddle back off already defeated. He seemed like the perfect candidate to run for mayor. And that is actually an insult, by the way, but he seemed like the perfect candidate to become a mayor last season. This season, he seems like a terrible choice, completely defeatist.
I am so grateful for your interest in Spada. I want to cook you dinner. How about tonight?
What? That is really nice, Sharon.
He's getting hit on by all his boxing team's mums. That's cool. At least things are looking up for Cutty, man. And we can also now see that he has spent money and got better equipment for the gym. Good to see.
Among other places.
Yeah, I tell you what. Fix me a plate and bring it over here. I would love that.
She couldn't be any more obvious than that, bro. As long as you know where you stand, but you're saving your heart for your teacher lady, that's cool. You've got her as a backup, yeah?
Did he do that thing where he stares at you over the top of his reading glasses?
That is a very, very good character trait of Lester Freeman's he has picked up on there. Lester loves giving you the over the top of the glasses stare. It's almost like so hard to decipher that you just have to go along with what he's just said. Like if he looks at you down the glasses, you're just like, what? Yeah, we do need to do that. Okay, I'll go do that. It's like a Jedi trick.
Shit, I'm just glad to see Lester doing it to somebody other than me.
It's nice to see Daniel's actually jovial and laughing as well. He seems to be a bit more relaxed now that he has made the major position. He was just a stressful guy the first 3 seasons. Shit not going right.
If I can cut you loose to handle the money, we can cover twice the ground, selling twice the merchandise. Well, more of what you call it a market share.
So his issue is because the guy can't count, he can't make him go out on his own because he'll keep taking less money than what they're supposed to be paid for an item. Is this going to tie in to Presbeluski's storyline? Because obviously he's just got that job as the math teacher in that school. Is this guy going to enroll in the math class?
Guess who I saw last week?
Who?
Quanice Davis.
Oh shit, you mean cute ass Quanice?
I'm way more invested in this character in the green top now that I know that he's Weebay's son. That's cool, there's a little Weebay out in the streets still.
Suck dick even better than you do, Naaman. Come, white. Oh! What up? What up? What up? See?
Oh, is this beef? Oh, it's just a joke beef, that's cool.
If I ain't had this shit on, I'd have fucked you up. Word up.
Gotta love the fact that he's using his jersey as an excuse.
Damn, 200? Yo, thanks, man.
Oh, you need to thank my man Marlo. He ain't want to see you little motherfuckers going raggy on the first date.
Am Marlo?
Wow, so Marlo is just getting so much loyalty off the next generation by handing out a little bit of money. Very smart choice, because these guys will be young men doing more serious things before long, and they'll all be loyal to Marlo because of things like this. They'll remember this shit when they're older. Marlo is playing the game very intelligently in order to control this shit for a long time.
Ain't no thing, shorty. We cool.
I wonder if Marlo liked that kid or didn't like him. You gotta respect his fucking balls, surely.
Swear to me you won't spread this around.
And he saw you?
Hawk, of course, cannot keep his fucking mouth shut about this blowjob.
What the hell did you say to him?
I said, Mr. May, that's a good strong dick you got there, and I see you know how to use it. I didn't say shit. I didn't wait for him to say anything either. Oh, shit, I'm never gonna make rank now.
It's true, like, what would you do if you were Royce though? Would you throw the guy that saw you do that under the bus, or would you keep him as close to you as possible? Hurk might be mayor in a few years thanks to witnessing that blowjob.
Like you're playing the race card if you talk about drugs or violent crime.
He's hoping you back down, but you come on twice as hard. Clarence Royce has not made this city safe.
The whole interaction of their debate is planned out beforehand like a battle strategy.
Forgot to mail the check to the fucking archdiocese. The kid's gonna get tossed out of St. Albans. I don't get my shit together.
Tommy, focus.
Jesus Christ, Tommy has been so slack recently. He really does need to snap back into that gear he had last season. It's like he's lost a step.
I suggest the mayor is not telling the truth about crime in the city. I conclude by declaring that it is for all of Baltimore, every neighborhood, that I'm making public safety the cornerstone of my campaign.
Okay, so he's still got his shit down.
I will kick his ass. But the next morning, I still wake up white in a city that ain't.
He just feels defeated because of this race card thing. If you're in the race, don't think negatively, just do what needs to be done. He's got this debate, he could make him look absolutely terrible if he played his cards right. The statistics and polls could change overnight if he comes across a certain way at this debate. He's selling himself and what can happen during a verbal interaction short. Words are powerful things.
That owing niggas for shit, man, that ain't shit. I'll take any motherfucking money if he giving it away now.
I like how that guy just stood up to Marlo and was like, I don't want no money, I feel like I owe you something. Even though Marlo said you don't need to owe us nothing.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? Who the fuck did he steal this shit from? It's a badass car to steal as well, an Escalade. Dude can barely see over the wheel.
What's wrong with that picture?
How is Hawk gonna deal with this shit?
760 to KGA, I got a bail out of Calhoun and Mosher. 6 to 8 juveniles beating feet north in the alleys around Calhoun.
Did he even follow up on something like this when it's just juveniles? At least they got the vehicle back. Hawk looks like such a douche with his suit and the glasses on.
Shit, I know where they hang. Besides, you're a little overdressed. Just call this in and go see the man about your fit.
He looks like a fucking man in black. He looks like if you accidentally walked a few feet over the do not pass these signs bit in Area 51. He would be the guy that got out of a white Jeep and pointed the gun at you and told you to turn around.
No, man, I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing.
Then why you running?
Cause you chasing me.
Yeah, right. What's your name?
It's a fair reason, to be honest. Why are you running? Because you're actively chasing me, bro. I looked behind me and there was some dude sprinting right at me, so I fucking also ran. Completely justified response to turning around and seeing someone running after you.
Foster mother gave me that to buy school clothes with.
Your foster mother gave you 200 cash.
Yeah.
Tell her to come down to the west and I'll give it back to you.
What a fucking dickhead. I cannot believe he just took that guy's money like that, man. And that's an actual cool thing for Marlo to do. Like, Marlo wasn't, like, buying them guns and giving them drugs to sell. He was actually buying them clothes to go to school, get educations.
Subpoena for records.
You need these right now because, I'm kinda up to my ass in stuff today.
Honor it in a timely fashion. I think that's the legal standard.
Oh shit. This is the guy that Stringer Bell was working with. They are literally handing out subpoenas to these political people now.
What the hell is this?
Subpoena for records. Sphinx Club? Man of the year.
What kind of bullshit is this?
No way. Clay Davis is getting subpoenaed as well. Shit is going down.
Major crimes. Shit.
Enjoy your day, son.
Son, we're gonna see about this.
Pretty justified response from Clay Davis there. I'm trying to think who did the best elongated shit now, because Burrell had a really good one last season as well, but that might be the champ. Oh shit, Marlowe dual wielding, he's a pretty decent shot as well. Not gonna lie, this seems like quite fun, like let's just go down the river and shoot a bunch of shit up. It's very non-discriminate shooting though. It's not exactly some John Wick shit where they're picking off headshots, it's just like, yeah, that general area, bang, 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 bang. Still, a fun day out at the river, unless you're a fish. Fucking traumatizing. Those giant flesh monsters again are letting off hand bombs above our heads. Shell casings the size of battleships dropping down on fucking tadpoles' heads. It's technically an apocalyptic event to the fish in that river actually.
You go back down to the hall, you act like it never happened. You shut up. Say nothing to no one.
Is logical advice from Valchek. As long as he just keeps his fucking head down and doesn't say nothing about it, what's going to happen to him? There's no evidence either way. He didn't walk into that office with a video camera. It's his word against Royce's. It's trivial as fuck at best, you know what I mean?
What I wouldn't give to be in your shoes right now. Kid, careers have been launched on a hell of a lot less.
It's true, this could be a career-defining act. That could be the blowjob that makes Hawk.
It's a weight off my mind talking to you. It really is.
Don't mention it. Maybe get a chance to do me a turn one day after you make rank, huh?
Valchek loves getting somebody in his back pocket for a future event. And also, Hawk is a low-key absolute snitch. He can't keep his mouth shut. He's already told Carver and Valchek.
Calm down, Clay, huh?
Money laundering? They gonna come talk to me about money laundering in West Baltimore? Shit. Where do y'all think I'm gonna raise cash?
Okay, that's two shits in one episode. Clay Davis is now the pound for pound shit champ.
I'll take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away.
Yeah, well, I don't want to know.
I know you don't want to know, but I'm scratching and clawing.
Very true. Even took it from a very dangerous heroin dealer with no intention of giving it back last season. Can verify, he will do that.
You want to run a campaign with my money pillowed under your ass? You need your people to back the fuck up, Clarence.
Well, I guess that's the thing. If the mayor is accepting money from dodgy sources, then he has to protect those sources when the police come calling, otherwise he will come tumbling down with them, surely.
Hoskins brought him in, I think.
Hoskins? Well, he doesn't have a better rabbi in the department than that.
Why, you want to lose him?
Let me think about it.
He's undecided what to do with that situation. Hawk should play it smart and just play completely dumb, or he'll just cut him loose.
94 Caprice 122s. Shit was tight.
You better be careful. They almost caught you today.
Nigga, they ain't almost caught shit.
Be quiet, y'all.
No, they did for real almost catch you. Carver knows who you all are anyway.
It ain't gonna be no juvenile hearing. No, it's gonna be my people settling up with y'all in the alleys. You understand?
Can't do that, yo.
Try me, Naaman. Yeah, that's right. I know your name.
Is he Naaman Bay? I still respect how Carver handled that. He just went and talked to them man to man about it. It's probably not going to dissuade him from future Grand Theft Autos, but at least he tried a civil method. An improvement from how he carried himself in Season 1 for sure. He was an absolute dickhead. Colvin is an everlasting effect for the better on Carver.
I pick up that phone. Do I make it unlucky? Or is it still your call?
Look, you want the call. Pick it up. If you don't...
Is he getting superstitious? He just doesn't want another murder to have to deal with, does he?
Uh-huh. I got it.
Oh, that's a homicide call.
Found by the post officer. No suspects, no witnesses.
So that guy lost the lottery, obviously. That's a stone cold whodunit, as they call it. No suspects, no witnesses. Oh, is this the guy that said no to Marlowe's money as well? I really like that. Jesus Christ, his boxing technique is terrible, but still, that's how you improve.
I made this for you and the other man to let you know you're appreciated.
It's real nice.
Peach cobbler.
I'm sorry, I forgot what mother you are.
All the fucking mothers love Cutty.
Men should be men and women should be women. That's what I think.
This is a hilarious subplot.
You asked who shot him? Yeah, I asked who shot him. He said it was a guy with a gun.
At least he finds the comedy in that. That is an impossible to solve model, surely. Oh, is that the phone call when they were all shooting down by the river? That would have been incredibly hard to decipher.
Yeah, but what was all that in the background? Fireworks or?
No, it was regular intervals. Semi-auto from the sound. Target practice, maybe.
Holy shit, that was very good intuitive police work there by Kima. Out of nowhere. She hasn't really done anything like that in about 2 seasons. Maybe he gets on the phone with that shit in the background to make it hard to decipher, or at least arguable in court, what he was actually saying. Already fucking told you, we don't need to see how Bubbles spends his money. Let me just imagine he goes home and like fills his fridge full of nice fruit and vegetables all night.
I go to school, son. I ain't been for a while, so I don't even know if I can.
I thought that's how this arc might go, so this guy will probably end up in Presbeluski's class at school to learn maths then. This kid isn't doing heroin as well, is he? If he is, like, Bubbles shouldn't be able to fucking live with that. Bubbles should not be allowing this guy heroin at his age. He's not even old enough to make sensible decisions yet. Clearly, he's in a smack den with Bubbles. I was hoping Bubbles would try again to get clean after Johnny dying like that in Amsterdam. Bubbles seems to have a doomed story arc at this point, to just repeat history.
Lester's got a hell of a game.
Well, we need to sit on the motherfucker.
All that unit needs, Commissioner, is proper supervision.
I take it Burrell and Rawls are not happy about all these politicians getting subpoenaed.
Fuck. Should have picked up that phone.
So now it's worked out well for that guy. That's so hilarious they're superstitious about answering the phone as to the severity or able to solveness of the crime.
We do not want to kick shit in an election year. Work the case, take the OT, but bury the witness angle till we know for sure.
I think he's still the head of the murder department. Am I correct in that? Did Landsman get a bump after Rawls got promoted to be where Rawls used to be in the murder department? Seems like the chief sergeant.
Mr. Presbluski, do you have anything you want to address?
Can we have them not chew gum?
Please pander to his OCD. He will be driven insane by the gum on the desks.
You need soft eyes.
Excuse me?
It's true, he's probably still got that police stare about him. This is a lot to learn. If you've been a police officer your whole life, just to up and switch career on a drop of a hat like that and go into teaching and expect to be competent at it all straight away. It would take a long time to get into the groove of it and how you need to conduct yourself.
About 6 months ago, you told me to keep an eye for any witnesses getting clipped. You remember that? Who's better than me, Tommy?
So Valchek has a little bit of information for Tommy about a witness being shot. Will this help him in the debate? I've got a feeling it might. Valchek looks like it's definitely gonna.
Them clothes won't stay clean long.
Make sure you deliver them just to Duquan. Not any of the adults in the house, just Duquan.
I take it Duquan's parents just can't look after him at all if the teacher was specifically saying, don't give it to the adults in the house.
He kind of lost his way some time ago. He's living with me now.
And you are his...
Uncle. I'm his uncle.
That is cool though, he's enlisted in this maths class. I hope this goes well. I hope this story doesn't end tragically. Wire writers.
Thank you.
Presbeluski will be like, no fucking way, is that dope fiend Bubbles?
Got another 2 minutes, man.
Fuck that, I got a fight coming up. You can come back later, alright? The man said he got one more round, alright? Man, step aside, youngin'.
Don't tell me these guys have turned into bullies because they've been boxing a bit longer now. I really liked these guys last season and how they turned that shit around for themselves.
He don't even fight. He don't even spar. Spar with your ass any day. Come on then.
Hey, y'all be cool, you hear me? I ain't putting up with this foolishness.
Ah man, this shit's gonna be hard to navigate with just one trainer in there. Cutty's like one guy trying to teach an entire class. I've taught people kickboxing before, and I much prefer one-on-one teaching because everybody's at their own level, everybody needs their own advice. It's basically impossible to teach an entire class anything, because you have to be so specific to the person to teach something correctly.
Gimme.
Hey, Crystal.
Miss Donnelly said to give you these.
Okay, I'll be right down.
Fucking hell, that is so fucked. That poor kid just has to live in a house with these fiends like that. It's horrible to see. The more I watch this show, the more I am convinced the writers of Breaking Bad were fans of this show. The Burners, the episode with a kid living in the house with the dope fiends, there's lots of little things that this show did first before Breaking Bad.
We need to think about how we can make these neighborhoods and this city safe once again.
Mr. Carcetti may think it's in his interest to exploit people's fears.
I thought that was quite a good speech by Tommy. Let's see how Royce flips this shit.
Our police department is working hard to keep it that way, and will continue to do so under my administration.
Councilman Carcetti, you have 2 minutes to respond.
Oh, he's gonna rip him for this witness thing now, and the murder rate.
Any statistics coming from the police department cannot be trusted because under this mayor, the police are more concerned with protecting Clarence Royce politically than fighting crime.
He is ripping into him, but he's not given examples yet.
Another citizen was shot and killed. This time the victim was a key witness in a drug case that had yet to come to court.
That's a good angle. That's gonna make Royce look so bad.
I wrote the mayor a letter. I have copies for anyone who wants one. I begged him to spend the money and make witness protection a priority. He ignored me.
It is true, he did do that, so he's got that in the back pocket as evidence as well. This is a very good angle.
I asked the voters of our city to consider a change.
Folks, please, hold your...
I love the fact that Royce can never hide what he's thinking. His expression just emanates exactly what's on his mind at whatever time. For the mayor, he's very bad at hiding his emotions.
He wrote a letter expressing his concerns, and I'm sure that he did. I mean, it's easy enough to write letters when all you have to do is write letters.
I don't know about this response. He's umming and ahhing a bit too much just now.
Well, then you understand that writing letters will not solve the problem. Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't think that's good of Royce. Like, you can't just say, I can't fix a problem and come across well, even if you use justifiable reasons like budget. You'll still look shit. You're basically saying, I can't do it. Ah, is that why he's got more money than all his friends? Because Weebay's his dad, just obviously buying him all that shit with the money he made being an enforcer for Avon.
Hold on. You think my son ain't gonna go up that school looking like himself?
Hey, no, that's cool by his mum. Okay, and that was episode 2 of season 4 of The Wire, Soft Eyes, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So what did I think of that? Still no Avon, man. Where the fuck is Avon Barksdale at? He better show up in episode 3 or 4, because I was hoping for some Avon this episode. That's my only criticism, so I wanted to get it out of the way straight away. Where is Avon? That being said, Cutty is now back in the mix. It's great to see. His boxing gym is flourishing. There's a bit of beef between the kids, but it's all trivial mischievy anyway. And I think it's a hilarious subplot that all the mums of the kids are just like smitten by Cutty and are bringing him fucking homemade meals and shit. That's fucking hilarious. And everything seems to be positive for him just now. I really hope this is a positive story that continues to be positive, but I know for a fact the way The Wire is, one of these kids in this gym is going to die by the end of the season, or the one that's going to learn maths going to die, or something fucking horrific is going to happen to one of these kids. I just know it, so I'm trying not to get invested. I feel so sorry for, is it Daquan, having to live with his dope fiend parents, man, just getting brought clean clothes by the school. So fucked up, and it's just horrific to think that right now, around us, me and you, right now, there are kids that have that existence in the cities we live in. It's fucking horrible, and I wish all them all the best and hope they manage to escape the habitat which they were born into. Valchek is convinced Hawk that this blowjob thing might be beneficial for his career, and I agree, as long as he panders to the fucking mayor and doesn't throw him under the bus. Why wouldn't he get promoted and bigged up? Because as much as you would think being a driver in security for the mayor, the primary things you would need are good protection and driving skills, in actuality, Mayor Royce probably values the ability to keep your mouth shut over all of that shit because of how corrupt he is. So if Hawk just shuts the fuck up, he might might be okay. And we saw Marlowe doing a very clever strategy, handing out school money to all the kids from all the different areas so that by the time they get to an age of young adulthood, when they may consider doing gang work or stuff like that, they'll remember Marlowe hooked them up as kids, they'll all be loyal to Marlowe. He's doing a really clever manoeuvre in maintaining his stronghold on the game by making sure the next generation are raised loyal to him. The chewing gum saga gets worse for Prez Belusky. Let's see how he handles that shit when he gets his first big class of kids all just slapping their gum to the bottom of the desks. Hopefully he handles it well and doesn't shoot one. Bubbles is back in the mix, and he's got that kid along with him who was suggesting the hoodies. Because he's bad at math, he's going to school and he's going to be in the same class with Prez Belusky. I love how that ties in. I wonder where they're going with this story though. I'm just like, literally, watching The Wire now for me is like emotional walking on eggshells. I don't want to invest in people that I know this show is going to brutally murder. That being said, I'm somewhat giving them another chance because I expected Cutty to have that fate at the end of season 3, and he miraculously is in episode 2 of season 4 now, still alive, ticking, getting fucking peach cobblers brought to him. So what do I know? So yeah, I just hope everything ends well for everyone. Unfortunately, that's not how drama works, so some people have to fucking die or go jail, but yeah, here's hoping it's no one that I like. And I don't know, Tommy seems to have given up on himself, but I think he genuinely turned a little corner with that debate there. He made himself look very good. He made Royce look like he didn't have an answer or solution to the problem. He just literally threw his hands up and said, it's not that easy, I couldn't do it. Which, even as if it is the truth, you should not be telling your public as a mayor or someone in a position of power. When people are looking to someone in a position of power and the person in the position of power doesn't have the answers, everyone's fucked. You cannot allow that to happen. Even if your head's up your arse, you have to act like it isn't. And he didn't do that well under the extreme pressure that debate gave him. This season is just now setting up the groundwork, setting up all the little plot threads. I'm loving it. Love where everyone's went in their new jobs. One thing is, McNulty is basically supposed to be the protagonist. We've hardly seen him much this season. All he's seemed to be is jovial and enjoying his new job, which, while great, hasn't so far given him much to do. I wonder if he'll get more to do as the season progresses, or if McNulty is going to be essentially more of a side character this season. All in all, thoroughly enjoyed episode 2. If you've liked this video, click like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. Anything you want to talk about, comment down below, and share this video around to anybody you think might appreciate it or want to watch this series along with us. My Patreon is down in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to exclusive polls and posts, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of all the reactions I put on YouTube. So consider becoming a patron, it helps me and the channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA, peace.